Twork versus Loaded Lux is something I want to see in 2025.
That's some God love.
That's
Some God love, you heard?
I'm gonna say this too. Look, because I'm gonna fulfill my obligations with this daylight thing, right? Because I'm tired of y'all pause on us about.
Sure.
Beloved, you got to work with us. We don't care about that battle no more, baby. It's all good. Shout out to Daylight. He's still one of my favorite battles of all time. He messed that one up. It's all good.
About yo, what's up, boom, 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 boom. So what we about to do with that, and it shouldn't on some real shit. It shouldn't be no later than 2025 the summer. It shouldn't be no later than that. But everything we doing to that is in motion right now. Yeah. So I gotta do that. Now, shit, look, coming off of that, nigga, we had another level. We had another plateau. And I can't listen. At that juncture, it'll be perfect. Cause I don't want, I'll be in that frame of thought. Yeah. Like, I mean, let's go. So,
I know you go by the barbershops, and I feel like after Twork and Hitman battle, I feel like the name that's gonna be said to you a lot is either Hitman or Twork. So, might as well,
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be either or nothing, nigga.
Huh?
It ain't gonna be either Hitman or Twork.
Oh, my fault.
Come on, man. Stop,
my
man.
fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't gonna. I'll tear Hitman to shreds, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't saying he no walk in the park, but I'm saying that's a walk in the park.
I'm saying it. I'm about to say. I'm saying it.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Like it just,
You say Hitman a walk in the park? Oh, remember that. Hold on. You said Hitman a walk in
I'm
the
not
park?
gonna lie to you, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't saying he no walk in the park, but I'm saying that's a walk in the park.
I'm saying it. I'm about to say. I'm saying it.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, gang.
Damn, Hitman, they saying you easy work.
Oh man, him. That's to me. It's hard to say because he not. To other people, he might be like.
Okay, I'm not worried about this. Like,
even him being like the great start from the. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's get to this work.
As soon as I start, it's over. As soon as a nigga start, it's over from the beginning. A nigga gotta get into his. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't, come on, bro. If you ain't start from if you ain't getting that shit popping from the jump, if that shit don't get it shaking from the jump, from the very first letter, you're done, bro. You're done.
Twerk. Listen, Black, you see that energy he just tapped into right there?
Yeah.
That right there?
Yeah.
That when he do that, and the thing I want that Twerk. Like when I'm spit on that's the Twerk. He gotta bring me that.
For sure. Nothing. That'll be the best. I have to go. You know what I'm saying? Nigga have to go all the way upstairs.
Yeah,
all the way upstairs.
I ain't gonna hold you. We might got a battle on the roof, young nigga. We might have to do it up top of it.
On the roof is crazy. I'm with it.
Nah, that's hilarious.
I'm with it.
But we're gonna get to the payments. Don't worry. I got some things we gotta speak about. We're gonna get to it. Don't worry. I got you.
I don't need the stage because, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas get it confused with the performance shit. Like that the pen work, bro.
Oh, your penmanship is
that shit work, man. Niggas be playing because the nigga be up there with the rah, but that shit work, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Black, he one of them. Listen, I'm gonna tear his ass up, but I ain't gonna hold him. He definitely one of them.
He definitely gotta get it shaking, man, for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm all for that. And these are the type of situations and things that where the camaraderie we gotta keep uplifting. But it's these battles and certain joints that happen that help for the pivotal parts of the culture keep going.
You're gonna get this. I'm strapped in. Oh yeah, we gotta talk. Ladies and gentlemen. We gotta talk. Let's go. To me, first of all, let me just say, this is the perfect matchup. Let me explain to you why. One, it's in the UK. UK hasn't had URL there in 8 years 7 years since Summer Madness 8. And it's crazy with all the talk about UK versus US again. Y'all know, but UK, we know the crowd's going to be great. The thing with US sometimes is I feel like they become entitled. They become privileged, right? To where like we used to get a battle every 2 weeks or every month, to where it's the same battlers month after month, week after week, to where like they don't really show up to even watch the battles. It's more to have, congregation amongst each other. So with it being in the UK, we know the crowd's going to be on fire. And again, this matchup is perfect. Let me explain why. I, I love Daylight. Daylight is one of the battlers that got me to continue to watch Battle Rap when I didn't care for it anymore. I'm going to be honest with you. The Daylight battle is irrelevant at this point. Nobody cares for it. Nobody needs it. Nobody wants it. All due respect to Daylight. Again, this hurts me to say as a... You don't understand how much I really love Daylight. Daylight, he should have did this back in 2014, 15. When, but now he's not even really in Battle Rap. The Rum Nitty battle, even the King Lowe's battle was cool, but it's like, we good. Same thing for the Hitman battle. When Lux and Hitman last year were trying to get that popping off, I'm like, it's cool. It's nice on paper, the box office matchup. Lux, Hitman, who the real A side, That's cool in theory, but to me, this is the best of both worlds. You have the lyricism, close to lyricism of a Daylight, but the performance of a Hitman, you know what you get? New Jerzey Twork. This is the perfect matchup for Lux. On the flip side, when it comes to Twork, he's been in his bag over the past 2-3 years. To me, we have seen the peak. He just almost won champion a year or so ago. This is peak Twork right now. I know he looked a little shaky versus T-Top. Well, he was shaky versus T-Top. A little bit shaky versus Vixen. But I still feel like when it comes to important matchups, we have the chance of getting a real classic here between the two. I really do. But I have some questions that I was thinking about last night. I'm going to ask it here, and then I'm going to answer them, and we're going to get to who I think is going to win this. That's the most important question. Let's just get that. Let's talk about who's going to truly win this. Like, who do you think is going to leave the top of that mountain, right? The other one's going to be thrown off, or top of the roof is going to be thrown off that motherfucker. My first question is, will New Jerzey Twork choke? Let's get that out the way. Will New Jerzey Twork choke? This might be controversial. I say no. I know a lot of people at home, a lot of people like look at your phone like, what the fuck? a lot of y'all like, what? I want y'all to really think over the past 2-3 years when it comes to big matchups, major battles. When's the last time Twork really effed up? I mean, the last time he truly messed up, I know he had the T-Top situation. But to me, I don't really count that. That's a battle that was supposed to happen years ago that never happened. They cool. I don't really count that. When I look at battles that Twork really wants, right? He talked about really wanting Tay-Rock. He had a classic versus Tay-Rock. He talked about really wanting Rum Nitty. He had a classic versus Rum Nitty, even with the third round. Wanted to embarrass Mook. You see what did versus Mook. Like, when it comes to Hollow, just a year or so ago, like when it comes to these big matchups, Twork has been getting it done. And then just recently last year, Big K, when he felt like he was disrespected, that he should have won Cody, he proved why, in his eyes, he should have won Cody. So to me, do I think Twork is going to choke in this battle? No. Now, he could make me look very stupid. I'm not saying it's not a possibility, okay? I feel like it's 70-30 with Twork, but I think he's going to show up versus a Lux. Now, with that being said, the next question is, can Lux overcome Twork's performance on the big stage? Because the big thing, I think with Lux, a lot of people still, any criticism you have of Lux is that he doesn't have consistent haymakers, right? He has a lot of great rapping, but he doesn't create big moments consistently. Meanwhile, you have a Twork that does that damn near every round in every battle, right? Can Lux overcome that? My answer is yes. Here's the thing. People don't look at Lux to be Twork, Nitty, Hitman, whoever you can think of. People want to see Lux to be Lux. Plain and simple. We know who Lux is by this point. We don't want him to be nobody else but who he is. I promise you, everybody in the UK and everybody that's gonna be watching at home just want Lux to be Lux. That's it. That's it. So I don't think he has to try to become Twork, bounce all around the stage. I think what Lux needs to do though, he needs to go back and rewatch that tape versus Guns and Cakes. In the second round, he did versus Verb. If we get that Lux consistently, because there he was able to rap, be Lux, but still perform in a way that felt authentic to Lux. But he was able to show, yeah, I can create moments, I can get the crowd hype, I can do all that. I'm not just rapping just to rap. So I think Lux can overcome Twork's performance. With that being said, next question is, can Twork overcome Lux's angling? Because everybody knows outside of lyricism, Lux's gift is his ability to break down his opponent and make him look lesser than. We know this. Can Twork overcome that? Especially when we know what Lux is going to say to Twork. We already know. This is going to really resemble what Lux did versus Surf at Gnome 10. We already know. And we see how that turned out. We already know that. Can Twork overcome Lux's angling and breaking him down and talk about the no-shows and the stealing deposits and the choking and all that? I say yes with a caveat. Twork has to be damn near perfect. He can't be stumbling. He can't be choking. He has to be damn near perfect. If he's not damn near perfect, it's going to be a long night for New Jerzey Twork. Long night. Okay? But I think he can overcome the angling that Lux is going to have in that battle, because there's a lot to say. But it brings me to my next thing. If Lux has a debatable or clears New Jerzey Twork, is that the final infinity stone that Lowland Lux needs to have run the gauntlet? What I mean by that is, for some reason, Lux still has this thing to where it's like, well, he doesn't battle the top names or the new names, the rising stars or whatever. When I'm like, hold on. Every time Lux popped outside, he faced whoever the hot person was, right? He faced Calico when he was hot. He faced Hollow when he was hot. He faced Clips when he was hot. He faced Verb when he was at his peak. He faced Arts a little bit debatable. He faced Rum when he was hot. Like, he faces Geechee when he was hot. He faces almost every person Lux has faced. They were on top of the game. Even Surf. You gotta remember, before the slip up Surf had, he just coming off the Geechee battle. Surf was hot coming off that Geechee battle at Gnome 9 the previous year. Lux faces whoever is hot. So when I say just the last one, in terms of if he beats Twork, I think he would have ran the gauntlet in terms of seeing the best person of that era, right? Because if, again, going back over his resume, when you look at the leaders and the legends and the top tiers and god tiers of the URL era, post-Smack era, from your Calicos, your Hollows, your Clips, your Arse, those names, he faced them all and arguably beat them all. Then you look at, to me, the class after that, post-PG era. To me, the leaders of that, no disrespect to Av, T-Top, Briz, the leaders of the class post the URL class is Twork, Geechee, Rum. Lux had a shaky battle versus Geechee. A lot of people have him losing. It's a consistency loss, like, let's be honest. And a Rum Needy battle is a classic, and a lot of people have him winning. If he can have a classic or even clear Twork, I think that's the last affinity stone he needs, especially on a big stage, to where there's literally nothing you can tell Lux about anything. A lot of people feel that way now, But if he has a performance, a classic performance versus Twork on that big stage, I think that's the last Infinity Stone he needs to be like, it's like I literally have nothing left to prove it. Because again, like I said, I don't think he needs to face Daylight. Doesn't need to face Hitman. And then if you look past those two people, who else is there? No disrespect to anybody else, but there's literally nobody else to where that is regarded and is deemed at that upper echelon of battlers outside of maybe Jazz. Maybe Jazz. And I don't think anybody's asking to see a Jazz battle between Lux. So, to me, I think this is the last Infinity Stone for Lux to have. If he gets that Twork Infinity Stone, that hood, now Twork puts on a bandana with a cap. I think that's the last Infinity Stone. Getting to Twork. If he clears Lux, not have a debatable, if he clears Lux, does that solidify him in terms of being in God tier? Now, some people might already feel he's in God tier. Me personally, I feel like he needs either that Hitman stone or that Lux stone. If he gets one of those stones and has a clear, not a debatable, a clear win, I think he's solidified as being God tier. And I know he's done a lot over the years where he's choked, he's no-showed and all that, but in terms of battle for battle, bar for bar, performance for performance, he gets that Lux stone. That is the most important stone you can have outside of the Mook stone. And he already proved he can go toe-to-toe with Mook. And a lot of people weren't exactly... Mook was the underdog in that one, if we're going to be honest with you. Because like people don't look at Mook as someone that can go toe-to-toe with a Twork, let's just be honest. Because of the haymakers and all that. So if he's able to beat Lux, I think that solidifies him in the God tier. Now, with all that being said, who wins? Does Loaded Lux win? Or does New Jersey Twork win? Summer Madness fitting UK. I think the battle breaks down like this. Twork is going to have an immaculate first round that doesn't matter what Lux does in that first round. He won't be able to contend with that energetic, ferocious, aggressive, just enigmatic first round by Twork. I'm calling it right now. That first round by Twork is going to be something that Lux just can't contend with. However, what we've seen over the past 3-4 battles, Lux's second is his best rounds. We look at him versus Verb. It's showtime, just not at the Apollo. We look at him versus Geechee, him versus Rum. His second rounds has been his best rounds. And they've been the most memorable rounds of the battles. I think that second round, Lux got that. He brings some. He puts something in that batter. I don't know what he does, but the second rounds, he can't be beating those second rounds. So now it comes down to the third, and this where it gets fun, because now we have to either rely on a old school Lux third, to where he can talk to Twork, probably, or a Twork third, to where he's probably going to try to do I'm going to copy what Lux does and show how I've elevated it and have haymakers back to back with it. And in my opinion, I think the person that's going to be able to overcome the other one is Beloved. As of right now, I think Beloved, that Rum Nitty battle, I think showed they still had some work to do, because the beginning of that second, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Even the beginning of that third, I was like, if he can cut the fat off and just get straight to them payments, shout out to Easy, I don't know why I keep saying get straight to the payment. If he gets straight to the work and stop that, what I consider filler, and get straight to the work, and again, break down Twork and all he's done, I don't think it really matters what Twork does in that third, because no matter what you can say about Lux, you can talk about him, controversial stuff with him and Hitman last year, you can talk about him in the Lions Den, really, you can even try to get off, he's not of the culture, he's not here every year, da 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 da. To me, there's not enough on Lux's jacket to where you can combat any angle that Lux could bring towards you, and even with that, it's still supreme lyricism. Okay? You still gonna be able to go bar for bar with this nigga. And I think that's just something that Twork I don't think will be able to do in this battle all 3 rounds. All 3. I don't think he can do it. All right? So my early predictions is I think Lux got this one. I'm going 2nd and 3rd. And I think it's going to be a classic battle. I think it's going to be a classic. That's where I'm at with it. That's how I'm feeling. Again, this is the perfect matchup. And for God's sakes, Twork, please bring it 100%, bro. Because if both people are at 100%, this is going to be a classic. Straight up. It's going to be a classic. I don't think it's going to be a body either way. It's going to be a 2-1. It's going to be like Lux versus Rum. It's going to be like Twork versus Tay-Rock. It's going to be a classic to where whoever you feeling that day is who you got winning. I'm super hyped about this. Super excited. Let me know who you got winning. What you're feeling right now about the battle. Who you think has an advantage, disadvantage. But we got one. We got one. If you haven't already, go definitely check out my most recent reaction of Lux versus Rum. Oh yeah, I was in my bag. That one. You gonna want to see that one. But like, comment, subscribe, show the things are the things. Battle rap, hold it down. Hip hop, hold it down. Hold it down's what we do. Me.
I'm like whatever. I'm too clever. Don't nobody splice it better. I've been nice forever. Ain't gonna be no cool runners with these youngins despite the error. They bobsled teams. When it's time to slide, they all gotta go right together, man. Cause I'm big boy.
If I can believe. We are Jamaican, the bobsled team, and the Roveries. Hey, y'all know very no cold runners.
Some people say you know they can't believe. Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. We have the Wanderers.
I know one junior.
I see pride.
Can't hear you.
I see power.
I see a badass mother who don't take no crap from nobody. Again,
I see
pride. I see power.
I see a
badass mother who don't take no. Nobody but love it.